So you come onto your knees. Try and have your knees as wide as your mat. So Grace, want to see if you can just open your knees a little bit wider. Brilliant. Bring your feet in together. Brilliant. Now throughout this practice as well, you want to try and our breath, you breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And try and engage your core. So not necessarily breathe in and hold it. Just bring in your belly button. Then bring your hands out in front of you onto the mat. Brilliant. And then you slowly lower your chest. As you slide your hands away, you lower your chest onto the mat. And you bring your forehead down. Don't worry if it doesn't reach at the beginning. And you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. That's our starting position. Grace, you can bend your elbows a little bit so it's sort of a relaxing pose. You still have your arms out, but you can just bend your elbows so you're not stretching it too. Yes, and lower down. So lower your chest onto the mat. So have your forearms down. So your arms are on the mat. I just don't want you to be stretching it. So yeah. Now bring your chest all the way down, forehead onto the mat. Yes, brilliant. Bring it up, yes, look, yes, bring your arms down so your arms are on the mat. Breathe in. This is a really good hip opener as well. Brilliant. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly lift your forehead and your chest. Lift your hips and walk your knees in. So your knees are hip width apart. Just walk your hands just slightly away from your body. Fingers are apart. So you're in sort of a tabletop position. Make sure that your core is engaged. It's a bit of balance here. You just take your right leg all the way behind you. You lift your right leg up. Take it behind you. Brilliant. Now lower that right leg down. So just the right leg to start off with. Then you take your left leg back. Try not to move your hips. So it's just your legs moving. Brilliant. And lower. Let's do it again. Brilliant. Great. Just open your knees a little bit more. Yes. Perfect. Take your right leg back. Yes. Perfect. And lower. Bring it back in. Inhale. Left leg back. Exhale. Bring it back in. Perfect. Now let's add on our arms. So just take your right arm forward. Palm facing down. Brilliant. And bring it back in. Left arm forward. And bring it back in. Now take your right leg back. See if you can take your opposite arm now. So you take your left arm forward. Just opposite arm and leg. Brilliant. Lower that left hand. Lower your right knee. Take your right arm forward. Left leg back. Perfect. And lower. Few more like this. Right leg back. Left arm forward. Now lower that left hand. That right leg, you're going to take that right leg wide and lower. You're taking it sideways. Brilliant. Perfect. Now take your right arm all the way up to the sky. So you open up your chest. Take your right arm up. Brilliant. Yes. Now, Grace, bring that right hand. Yes, a little bit. Yes. Perfect. And then your fingers. You see how your fingers are facing backward? You want them facing the sky. Yes. Brilliant. Lower that right hand. Bring your right knee in. Perfect. Right arm forward, left leg back. Opposite side. Yes, that's it. Then you lower your right hand, take your left leg wide and lower. Brilliant. You should feel that inner thigh stretch. Now take your left arm up to the sky. You should open up your chest. Lower your left hand. Bring your left knee in. Bring your hips back to your heels. You rest your chest and your thighs, and you lower your forehead onto the knee. Slowly lift your chest off your thighs. Come up to hands and knees. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do that again, a bit quicker this time. So, right arm forward, left leg back. Lower that right hand, lower your left leg. Right leg back, left arm forward. Brilliant. And lower. Right arm forward, left leg back. Lower your right hand. Take your left leg wide and lower. Take your left arm up to the sky. Lower your left hand. Bring your left knee in. Swap sides. Left arm forward, right leg back. Lower your left hand. Take your right leg wide and lower. Brilliant. Take your right arm up. Open up your chest. So Tina, that right leg should be wide, not behind you. Take it wide. Yes. And lower. Bring your right knee in. Hips back, chest here, thigh, forehead down. Come up to hands and knees. Now I just want you to see something. So Tina, just want to see what you did there. So when you took your right leg back, then you bring that right leg wide to the right side and lower down. So when you take your right leg back, then bring that right leg wide to the right side. Yes, and lower. Brilliant. Yes, just wanted to make sure I saw that. Perfect. Okay, bring your right knee in. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands back to your knees. Lift your knees off the mat. Your knees to your chest. No, so Grace, come back to hands and knees. You untuck your toes. You walk your hands to your knees. Brilliant. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up to your chest. That's it. And we slowly start to come all the way up. Head is last to come up. Keep that chin to your chest. Brilliant. Yes, perfect. Come all the way up, Tina. Nice and slow. Perfect. Once you get up, walk to the top of your mat. Brilliant, right? So we're ready now to start our flow. So I'm going to start it. Break the warrior poses down. Then we put it all together. So have your arms either side of your body. I can't see, I think you, Tina, I can't see you. You're kind of gone. Oh, that's better. Yeah.
Sorry. 1 second.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now take your arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace your fingers at the top. Just lift your heels. Lower your heels. Now separate your hands. And you're going to start to forward fold. So you bring your chest towards the bring your hands down so you're forward fold. Brilliant. Now you're going to walk your feet back to the back of the mat. So you should have your body in sort of like a T shape. So you're in a down dog position. Let me just see. Yes. Right, Grace. Perfect. Now just open your feet a little bit more. Brilliant. Not too wide. Bring it back in a bit. Brilliant. Downward dog. I've lost you again, Tina.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so downward dog. So downward dog is so important. That's like the main. So have your feet a bit, have your hands close to the top of the mat because you're in downward dog now. So I want your feet, hands on the top of the mat and your feet towards the back of the mat. So this is the main pose, and to get downward dog right. To get downward dog right, then everything makes sense. Brilliant. So this is almost like when we were sitting down, when we were on the mat, child pose is your resting pose. Now we're standing pose and downward dog is your resting pose. So it's important you get this one right. So downward dog, try and press your heels towards the mat. You roll your elbows in and have your fingers apart. So yep, you've got it. Now you're going to walk your dog. Now, when you walk your dog, basically what that means is you bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. And then you bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. So it's almost like you're walking in the same spot. So you bend your right knee, straighten your left, just little bends, lifting up one heel. So it's like you're walking in the same spot. So you're warming up the back of your thighs. So right, left. So you're not walking forward and back. Keep your feet in the same space, in the same place. All you're doing is moving your knees. That's it. One heel.
Yeah.
And bend that knee. So try to move your chest towards your thighs. So you're just walking in the same spot. You're not moving at all. It's just one heel lifting up, other heel going down. Yes, that's it. Brilliant. So you're warming up the back of your legs. Then slowly come back to just bring your heels towards the mat. You're back in your downward dog position. Slowly lower your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring your hips back to your heels. Rest your chest and your thighs. Forehead onto the mat. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Back up to downward dog. So you lift your knees off the mat. Hips up to the sky. You're in downward dog. Brilliant. Bring your eye gaze in between your hands. Have a slight bend in your knees. And you're going to bring your feet closer to your hands. And you slowly come up. Keep that chin to chest. Brilliant. Right, so we're going to do that again. Take your arms up to the sky. Forward fold. When you forward fold, you can have your knees straight or bent. It's up to you. Then you straighten your legs. You bring your hands onto your shins. You look up. So hands onto your shin. So your shin is that space between your knee and your ankle. So hands on your shin. Brilliant. And you look up. Brilliant. Yes. So you look up so you're facing forward. Yes, perfect. That's it. Slight bend in your knee, bring your hands back onto the mat. Then you walk your feet back, you're in downward dog. Lower your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Hips back, chest on your thighs, forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. Eye gaze in between your hands, you walk your feet forward. And you slowly come all the way up. All the way up. Yeah, brilliant. Right, so let's have some warriors. Take your arms up. Take that right leg behind you. Now that right leg, you lower your right leg so your right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Chest is still facing forward. Yes. So let me see your foot. Grace, you need to remember that foot, you need to bring that foot. Your right foot is back, but remember it should be parallel to the back of your mat. So lower your heel. That right foot down. Yes, that's it. Then your chest, that left thigh, you want to bend that left knee, arms up. So this is your warrior one position. Palms facing. Take your arms in a bit, so your arms up. Yes, that's it. Warrior one. Now you rotate your chest. Lower your arms, you're in warrior two. So, Tina, you want your left arm forward, right arm back. Arms facing down. Yes, that's it. Perfect. Eye gaze towards your left arm. That's in warrior two position. So, Grace, you need to
Yeah.
roll your chest round. That's it.
Alright, yeah.
That's it. Fingers together. Eye gaze to the front. So you're looking towards your left arm.
Oh.
Yeah. Eye gaze towards your left arm. Brilliant. Bring your fingers together. Now, you guys lower your arms down for me. Bring your right leg forward. Right. So just watch me for a minute. Hope you can see my feet. I'm just going to bring that down a bit so you can see my feet. So when you take your right leg back, can you see my foot? Can you see how my foot is? That's how
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah.
So you take your back foot, chest is towards that left thigh. You take your arms up, that's your warrior one. Then you rotate your chest to the right, you lower your arms down, that's your warrior two. Eye gaze towards that left arm. Can you see?
Yes.
Perfect. And then you lower your arms, we're breaking it down and we'll put it all together. You'll step your right foot forward. Left side, same thing, left leg back. Chest towards your right leg this time. Arms up, palms facing. You rotate your chest to the left. You lower your arms, warrior two. You lower your arms, step it forward. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's try it, let's do this. So arms up. Take your right leg back. Brilliant, you bend your left knee, chest towards that left thigh, perfect. Warrior one, palms facing. Chest towards the front, Tina. We're still in warrior one yet, not warrior two. Still in warrior one, so arms up. So chest towards your left thigh. So at the moment your chest is facing sideways. You want to move that chest so it's facing towards that left thigh. Not your legs, just your chest, arms up. Brilliant. Now rotate your chest. Lower your arms in warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Now, your arms should almost be parallel. So between your left arm, so this one shouldn't be down, they need to be up, level. So I could draw a straight line across my left arm, chest right to my right arm. That's the warrior two position, brilliant. Lower your arms. Step your right leg forward. Left leg back. Brilliant. Rotate your chest towards your left thigh. Arms up. That's it. Facing forward, Tina, facing forward. Facing forward. So your chest should be facing that left thigh. Arms up. Brilliant, yes. That's your warrior one. Then for warrior two, then you rotate your chest to the left. Lower your arms. Now you're in warrior two. Yeah, got it. Perfect. Lower your arms. Step your left foot forward. Okay. Arms up. Forward fold. So hands on the mat. Straighten your legs. Bring your hands on your shin as you look up. Brilliant. Slight bend your knees, hands on the mat. Walk your feet back. You're in downward dog. Bring your eyelids in between your hands. I want you to lower to plank. So you lower it. You're in the plank position. So you move from downward dog to get, Grace, you've got it. Tina, plank position. So you need to keep your feet where you are, and you're in plank position. Then from downward dog, you start to lower your hips. You're in plank position.
Sorry, I can't see plank position. Can I just watch?
You want to watch me?
Yeah, see the plank position,
Okay.
please.
Can you see? I'm in plank position. Can you see me?
Yes.
So
Okay.
downward dog
Mhm.
to plank.
Okay. Yeah, I've got you.
So from downward dog, lower to plank. Brilliant. Now lower your knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring your hips back. Rest your chest and your thighs. Forehead down. gonna move my mat sideways. Brilliant, okay. Lift your hips, tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat, you're in downward dog. Bring your eyelids in between your hands. Have a slight bend in your knees. Then you walk your feet to your hands. Then you slowly come all the way up. Brilliant, yes. Okay, let's do it again. So take your arms up. Take your right leg back. Lower that right foot down. Take your arms up. So bring your arms up, Tina. Brilliant, yes, chest towards your left side, perfect. Now you rotate your chest, lower your arms, warrior two. Brilliant, yes. Look towards that left arm. So left arm, yep. Now you're gonna lower your arms. Step your right leg forward. Take your left leg back. Arms up. Brilliant, yes. Rotate your chest. Lower your arms. Warrior two, brilliant. Yes, you've got it. Lower your arms. Step your left leg forward. Perfect. Right leg back again. Arms up. So right leg back, remember, that chest, always start in warrior one, your chest has to be facing that left thigh. For the moment, your chest is a bit too much to the right. Tina, you want to bring your chest all the way around. So it's facing that left, brilliant, yes. Now rotate your chest to the right, lower, we're in warrior two. Right, brilliant. Now this time, this right, your back arm, you're going to bring that back arm down. So you just rest it on your back leg. Top arm, you're going to rotate it so your palms facing up. So rotate your arms so your palms facing up. Grace, yes. Then lean back. So you reverse your warrior. Take your left arm over your head. Brilliant. Great. Your left arm at the moment is here. You want to be over your head. No. See, look at my arm. You're taking it back. You're gonna hurt your shoulder. You're just taking it over. No, not this way. This way. Just take it up. Yes. But over your head. Over your head. No, bring it back. Bring it back. Okay. Like say you want to touch the top of your head, right? So just bring it here for a minute. Brilliant. So keep it there. Perfect. Then take it back. So it's over your head. Brilliant. That's it. Perfect. You lean back. You should feel that stretch on your left side. So you reverse it. It's called reverse warrior. Then slowly come forward. That top leg, I want you to straighten that top leg. So your front leg is straighten it. Then this hand, you're going to lower that left hand down. See if you can just bring it onto your left shin. And you take your right arm up to the sky. Brilliant. This is triangle pose. So, your arms are really flexible, Grace. So what's happening is that your arms are going further back than you need to. So you need to make sure you adjust your arms a bit more. So you don't want it behind your head. It needs to be the same side. So this is your triangle. Yes, brilliant. That's it. Tina, rotate your palm. Yeah, brilliant. Got it. Now slowly bend your left knee. Come back up to warrior two. So left arm forward, right arm back. Perfect. Lower your arms. Step your right leg forward. Brilliant. Left leg back. Warrior one, arms up. So chest again, Tina, chest towards that right thigh. So rotate your chest. Brilliant, yes. Now rotate your chest towards the front as you open your arms up. Warrior two. Yes, brilliant. You lower that back arm. Your front arm, you rotate it so your palms facing up. You bring that right arm over your head as you lean back. Reverse the warrior. Brilliant. Yes, got it. 3, 2, 1. Now come back to warrior 2. Straighten your top leg. So you're stretching your front leg. You lower that right hand down, left arm up. You're in triangle. Brilliant. Yes. Now, in this position, you're going to start to bend that right knee and you lower your hands out on your mat, either side of that right foot. Brilliant. You lift your left heel. No, have a go. So bring your hands on the mat. Great, not on your foot. Yes. Then take your right leg back so you're in plank.
Oh, good.
There you go. Lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Hips back, chest to your thighs. Forehead down. Come up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Back to downward dog. Bring your eyes in between your hands. Flat on your knees. You walk your feet forward to your hands. And you slowly come up. Keep it chin to chest. Brilliant, yes. How are we doing?
You're good.
Good, brilliant. Have a drink if you need to.
I forgot.
I did drink with you.
Yes. I'm
Okay, brilliant. So we've done warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse your warrior. Let's add a bit of balance to the warrior poses. So this would normally you start off, we have a warm up, then you do your warrior poses, then you have balance, and then you have some stitching poses. But I'm just breaking it all up because once you get the foundations right, then we can do a proper sequence. Yeah?
Yeah.
One more warrior pose, and then we will do some balance. So this warrior pose will have some balance to it. If you find it better at me being sideways than where I was, is it better the way I am?
Yes, I found you better like that. No, where you side perfect.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So warrior pose. Warrior pose, this one is going to be warrior 3. So you take your left leg, let's start with the left leg. Take your left leg behind you. You take your arms behind you. So this is your warrior 3. Brilliant. Yeah, perfect. And lift. Right leg, so take your right leg back. Arms behind you. That's your warrior 3. Perfect. And lift. Now let's add this to our other poses. So take your arms up. Slide on your knees as you forward fold. You bring your hands onto the mat. You straighten your legs as you bring your hands on your shin and you look up. Brilliant. Slide on your knees, bring your hands back onto the mat. Walk your feet back, you're in downward dog. Now bring your eyelids in between your hands as you lower to plank, so you lower your hips. Perfect, you lower your knees. Untuck your toes, bring your hips back. Chest on your thighs, forehead down. Come up to hands and knees, tuck your toes. Back up to downward dog. Bring your eyelids in between your hands. You're going to walk your feet forward to your hands. And you slowly come all the way up. Keep your arms up this time. Now take your right leg back. You lower that right foot, you bend your right knee so you're in warrior 1, palms facing. Don't bring your hands together, Grace, palms should be facing. Brilliant. Rotate your chest and lower your arms in warrior 2. Eye gaze to that left arm, perfect, yes. You lower your back arm, rotate that top arm so your palms facing up, reverse your warrior. So you lean back. Brilliant. So when you lean back, Tina, you want to bend, so it's like you're taking that arm over your head. So you want to, yes. Have a slight bend though, it doesn't have to be straight. You can bend it a little bit. Now straighten your top leg. As you come forward, you bring that left hand onto your left shin, right arm up, we're in triangle. Brilliant. Bring that arm a little bit up further so it's not behind you. Sideways. Brilliant. You're going to bend that left knee, come back up to warrior two. Lower your arms. Now you're going to rotate your chest and you lift that back heel. So your right heel is lifted. You lift your right leg up behind you, we're in warrior three. Brilliant, that's it. Arms behind you, Tina. Yes. You lift and you lower. Perfect, yes. Take your left leg back, lower that left foot down. Arms up, palms facing, warrior one. Rotate your chest, lower your arms in warrior two. Lower your back arm, front arm, rotate so your palms facing up. Lean back, reverse your warrior. Brilliant, yes. Now you straighten that right leg and come forward. We're in triangle. So right hand onto your right shin, left arm up. Brilliant, yes. Now bend your right knee, slowly come back up. You're back to warrior two. Lower your arms. Lift that back as you rotate your chest towards that front leg. You lift your left leg up behind you, arms behind you. Warrior three, brilliant, yes, you've got this. Now, something a little bit different, you want to take that left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower your hands either side of your right foot. Take your right leg back, you're in plank. Yes, lower your knees. Untuck your toes, bring your hips back. Chest to your thighs, forehead down. Come up to hands and knees. Up to downward dog. Eye gaze to your hands. Slight bend in your knee. Walk your feet forward to your hands. And slowly come up. Head is last to come up. Brilliant, yes. Fantastic. Okay, let's be balanced. So starting with tree pose. 3 options. So you either bring tree pose as a hip opener. So you either bring a heel inside your right, start with your right side, right heel inside your left ankle. That's the first stage. If you want to take it higher, you bring it onto your shin. Or all the way up to your inner thigh. Never on your knee joint. So you can have your toes, you're still working your hips. Brilliant. Or you take it all the way up. And press it into your left thigh. And you bring your hands to prayer. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Release. So at the moment, Grace, that was on your knee. You don't want it on your knee. Try and bring it either. You want to lift it, try and bring it onto your shin. Don't worry, you will be able to get it higher. Or if you need to hold on, you hold on. Yeah? Yoga is about, it's a journey. You won't get there today. So no, not across, because that's a different pose. Bring it down, just bring your toes down, bring your left heel into, just leave it on the mat at the moment. So it's just inside your right ankle. So, because at the moment it's on top of your shin. It needs to be on the inside because the hip is here. So which is why I'm saying you either leave your toes down, bring it on that shin, or you take it all the way up. Hands to prayer. So for now, just leave it down, but still opening that hip. and release. Right, let's, because we're gonna make a little sequence from this, that's your tree pose. This time you're going to lift your right knee, interlace your fingers, and you bring it into that right shin. Yes, brilliant. For 3, 2, 1, release. Left side. Release. Tree pose again, so choose your option. 3, 2, 1, now interlace your fingers, bring that right knee in, take hold of your right shin. Yes. Brilliant. Now, see if you can take that right leg behind you, add warrior 3. That's another balancing pose. Yeah, brilliant. Lift your chest and release that leg. Perfect. Lower your leg. Brilliant. Tree pose on the left side. Hands to prayer. Interlace your fingers. Bring that left knee in, take hold of your left shin. Brilliant, yes. Separate your hands, take your left leg behind you, arms behind you. Brilliant, perfect. Now, so Tina, you want to, as you pull your up, you want to try and lower your chest now. You might not be able to lift that leg higher, but that's fine. So, but your chest is almost parallel with the mat. Arms behind you, so it's almost like you're flying. That's the warrior 3, yes, Grace, you've got it. Brilliant. And even if that leg, that back leg, you can always tap those left toes down, but have your chest forward. You slowly lift that leg. Yes, brilliant, you've got it. That's the warrior 3 position. Perfect. Okay. Let's flow to sitting. So take your arms up. Forward fold. Bring your hands on your shin as you look up. Flat bend your knees, hands on your mat. Walk your feet back to downward dog. Lower the plank. Lower your knees. Untuck your toes, bring your hips back, chest in your back, forehead down. You lift your forehead. Walk your hands back to your feet, to your knees, and you come up. Brilliant. So starting with, have your right knee down, so your right foot inside your groin, left leg wide. So your right knee is bent, right foot into your left thigh, left foot wide. Brilliant. And that left foot, try and flex your left foot. Pick your arms up. Now you're going to bring your left hand to your left toes. If it doesn't reach, you can always bend that left knee. You can take your right arm over your head. So it's a side stretch. Brilliant. Make sure that right palm is facing down. Brilliant. So your right palm is straightened down. So the moment your palm's facing up, you want your palm facing, yes, that's it. Now take that right arm up to the sky. As you slowly come back up. Then this left foot that you had it wide, you're going to place that left foot in front of your right ankle. So your left knee to your chest. Brilliant. Then you take your right arm, you're going to wrap your right arm around that left shin, and you bring your left hand behind you. So it's a twist. You look over your left shoulder. Brilliant, yes. 3, 2. Deep breathing. You come to center. Now that right knee that you had it bent, you're going to take that right leg wide. And you lower your left knee down, so your left foot is in your groin. And so you just swap sides. You flex your right foot. And make sure your back is straight, so you're not slouching, your back is straight. Take your arms up. Bring your right hand to your right toes, and you take your left arm over your head. Now try and keep, when you take, now notice you guys straighten your arms, but you want to have it bent. Then you can stretch a little bit further, because it's all about stretching that left side or your right side. Brilliant, yes. Take your left arm up to the sky. And slowly come back up. That right leg, now you want to bend your right knee and place your right heel down in front of your left ankle, your right knee to your chest. Perfect. Left arm round your right knee. Right hand behind your back. As you look over your right shoulder. Twist pose. Twisting poses in yoga are really good for detoxing. So this is where your breath is even more important. So breathe in and out. And come to center. Now I'm just gonna bring my hips round, have your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet, so both legs together if possible. Hands either side of your hips. Straighten your back. It's like you're pushing that floor away. You bring your shoulders back, you're pushing your chest forward. You should feel that stretch across your chest. Eye gaze to your toes. So 3, 2, 1. Now slowly start to bend your elbows. And see if you can bring your chest forward and you bring your hands to your toes. If they don't reach, you can always bend your knees. Start to bring your chest forward. So you want to bring your forehead towards your knees. Brilliant. Great. Try and bring your feet, your legs a bit closer together if possible. Yes, that's it. 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. You're going to bend your knees, cross your ankles. Right, 2 options to get back up to standing. So either with your ankles crossed, you lift your hips, you bring your hands on top of the mat, just watch me, and you come up to downward dog. Or from those crossed ankles, you just bring your knees together, bring your knees onto the mat. You come up to hands and knees, up to downward dog. So you choose your option. You choose your option. So either cross ankles, hands over the mat. If you're not there yet, that's where I want you to get to. Or you bring your knees together. Yep, perfect. Up to downward dog. Lower to plank. So that's a nice good one to practice, by the way, guys. If you're not doing it, it's a way to practice during the week when you're sitting down. Cross your ankles, you lift your hips. It will, even if you can't do it today, you will get there. Hands over the mat. Downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower to plank. Brilliant, yes. You need to lower your hips a little bit more, Tina. So you might need to just walk your feet back so you lower your hips more. Plank. Brilliant. Right. I want you guys to really get this plank position, because when we start doing the sequences like we should, one of the poses in between is plank. So I want you to get your planks right before we get there. So if you just come into your knees, and I'll just show you what I mean. So Tina, you would know, I showed you last time, Grace. So if we're doing a full thing, so you would go up, down, hands on your shin, hands on your mat, I'm just gonna walk back. You lower to plank, and then you will lower your chest. But if we don't have our plank right, you're not going to do that, yeah? So you lower your chest or your knees, downward dog, jump forward, hands on your shin, arms up, down by your side. So that's what we're leading to. So you need to get your plank right, yeah? So let's get to plank. So downward dog, you lower your hip, plank. Brilliant. So just be careful with your plank in your back. So when you're doing your plank, you don't want to dip your back. You need to make sure that you're not doing this because you're going to hurt yourself. You need to lift a little bit more. Engage your core. That's your plank. Just lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Chest in your thighs. Forehead down. Come back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Up to downward dog. Flat bend your knees. Walk your feet forward to your knees. And then I want you to bend your knees. Like in a little squat. Bring your hands behind you as you take a seat. Brilliant. Now bring your back onto the mat. Bring your right knee to your chest. Interlace your hands onto your right knee. So similar to what we did when we were sitting down, we were standing up. But you bring your right knee to your chest. And then stretch that left leg away. Brilliant. So stretch your right knee to your chest, left leg away. Brilliant. And you want to flex that left foot up. Perfect. So hold that right knee to your chest. Now take your left hand to your left thigh and just open that right knee wide. So open up your right hip. So you open your right knee wide. Yes, that's it. As wide as you can. Keep your left hand on your left thigh. The idea is so that you don't lift your hip and roll it too much. You need to just take it as wide as your hips will take you. Keep your left hip down. So both hips should be down on the mat. Brilliant, yes. Now bring your right knee back to center. Now bring your left knee onto your chest and you slide your right leg away. You just swap. Interlace your hands on, yes, brilliant. So 3, 2, 1. Now bring your right hand onto your right thigh and you take your left knee wide. And bring your left knee back to center. Keep your left knee on your chest and bring your right knee onto your chest. So both knees are onto your chest and you wrap your arms around. It's like you're giving your knees a hug and you just rock side to side. So knees on your chest. No, I've just come up to watch you, Grace. Why are you sitting up?
Sorry.
No, I'm just watching you. Knees on your chest. No, knees, both knees on your chest. Yes. Wrap your arms around. Brilliant. And then just rock side to side. Rock side to side. You just want to stretch out your back. Now you're going to slowly release your arms. Release your feet onto the mat. Slide your legs away. Keep your back onto the mat. With your arms either side of your body, palms facing up. And just slowly just tilt your head a little bit so your chin is on your chest. Close your eyes. And just breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth this time. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Now I want you to slowly bend your knees. You bring your feet onto the mat. And then you bring your knees onto your chest. Hands onto your shin. And you're going to slowly roll your body to the right side of your mat. And you use your left hand to bring yourself up to sitting. Cross your ankles. Or you have your legs out in front of you. Back of your hands on your thighs, palms facing up. And outside of your knees. Bring your chin to chest. Now I want you to sort of round your back. Take your arms out in front of you. Interlace your fingers. Your chin is on your chest. Straighten your back as you take your arms. Take your right hand down, right side of your body, and you take your left arm over your head for a final stretch. Then you take your left arm, you bring your left hand to the left side of your body, and you take your right arm over. Bring your right arm to the sky. Lift your chest and take your left arm up. Bring your hands to prayer. Lower your thumbs to your forehead. Gravity in your voice. Glide to your lips. Glide to your lips. Glide onto your breastbone. Take a bow. Glide to your lips. In the right to me only. Glide to your lips. Namaste.